With our EDA project prepared and some of that initial floor planning done and the schematic and everything, of course, next thing to do is actually upload this to Quilter. So I'm going to create a new project. It's good to manage things in a project because if you want to iterate and try multiple different things with different parameters or different settings, you can do that and keep it all together if it's for the same ultimate final result. So I'll create a project, call it QP2B. And now I'm going to upload or drag and drop the ECAD input files that we prepared earlier. So I've got my project, the schematic, the board, and now Quilter will pass those and load it into the database ready to get everything going. And here's a preview of the uploaded board file. You can see the outline, the components ready for placement, the pre-placed parts, and all of those dashed outlines representing the rooms that I set up in my Altium Designer project PCB doc earlier, plus some statistics of the design, how many parts, how many pins need placing, what the density is, and so on. So continuing on from there, it's also showing me the board layer stack, which I already had done in Altium as well. But if you want, you can pick from a library. There's quite a large library of layer stacks and rule sets for different fabricators and processes in Quilter if you want to try them as alternatives. The other thing you can do is preserve copper on inner layers. If you'd already done some split plane or power and ground or other important copper shapes in polygons on inner layers and you want to preserve those, that's what this is for here. I don't need to do that. I'm just using unbroken ground planes because that's generally best practice for good signal and power integrity. So I'll hit next and it gives me some basic design rules that were also passed from my initial Altium input files, or in your case you may be using KiCad, Cadence or Mentor. I'm going down to 4mm trace and space because I'm going to make this board with JLC PCB, and that's what they go down to for their standard prototyping service, which is really great, along with 16 8mm vias. They're very small, and again, this is just going to give router an easier time to get everything complete. So I'll leave those settings as they are and continue. Next we get the preview of the floor plan, and you can see here the dashed outlines again of the rooms that we previously brought in from the PCB document. We get to set the component to component clearance for placer. I'm going to actually make that a little on the larger side, again just to make it easier for a good quality placement and rotation. I'm going to say prefer single-sided layouts. I want all the components on the top of the board. I don't want them on front and back. You can choose that too. So I'll go ahead and hit continue. And now we come to circuit comprehension.